Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to Duty's Daggers. We got an unboxing today. I'm really excited. This is a knife I'm not actually sure I'm going to like. I bought it, and it was fairly expensive. But there's a limited number of them, and I'm pretty sure I'll like it. I just don't know. So, let's check it out. Please subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Please look down there, see if you are. And like the video while you're down there. Haha! Spyderco pouch, baby! Okay, I'll just, I guess, there we go. Why is that so, there we go. Alright, so, I guess let's just go ahead and open it. It's the SpyMyto Flash Badge, baby! The inside of that pouch, it's like striped. So the flash badge, I don't, have they done this before with other knives? I think they have. It's basically like a limited number. There's only 2,000 of them. Here we go. Unique limited edition production runs of either current models or classics. One-time only event. So these apparently will never be made again, which is one reason I bought it. Another reason is it's a collaboration with Lion Steel. And I owned a Spy Opera for a while and actually really liked it. Another thing is, look at this. This is a deep carry clip from Spyderco. How cool is that, dude? Deep carry clip. And it's still got, like, this part's the same, but it's just deep carry. So cool. It's a titanium frame lock with a micarta show side. Good quality micarta. We got a flipper and the hole. Let's go ahead and do the hole. Whoops. Failed that one. Okay. A little weak on the detent. Let's see. Let's get a feel for it here. Oh, got some lock stick. Yeah. Ooh, bad lock stick. Oof. Interesting. What do we got going on here? It's an interesting detail. Like, I don't know, it just feels weird. That lock stick might go away. So we got, yeah, titanium lock side. We got some micro milling on these kind of wide chamfers. Looks good. Same chamfers are on the micarta side too. We have, the clip is mounted on the rear. We have a floating, looks like carbon fiber backspacer. M398 blade, which is cool. I've never tried M398. Apparently it's got very good edge retention. Definitely on the thick side behind the edge. Actually, yeah, pretty darn thick. But that's not everything, you know. Sharpening choil is pretty good. A little bit smiling up there already, but actually, yeah, that sharpening choil could be better for sure. Let's see. Yeah, you could enlarge it if you want. The stop pin doesn't hit anywhere in there. The blade shape is pretty similar to the Spy Opera. How they do their blades, it's kind of like a normal blade, but then they just put a hump up here to accommodate the hole. It's kind of an interesting look. I don't think it looks bad. Ergo's, yeah, pretty darn good, actually. I don't feel any hot spots. These wide chamfers help it feel almost like they're contoured scales. Crowned spine looks nice. Centering is interesting. That's weird. It's centered on the backspacer there, but not centered between the two scales. I also noticed on the backspacer, it looks like it's hugging that micarta side. That is very odd. So I think it actually is centered. It's almost like this micarta scale just like comes in further than the titanium one does. Yeah, you can kind of see it looking down at the top. That's so weird. So my initial impression, detent is pretty darn light. very, very light, actually. I mean, a little bit better on the reverse flick, but it's still not a snappy detent. I am going to try to bend that in and see if I can get a little bit snappier. If I can't, I don't see myself loving this knife, honestly. That's a pretty, very, I will say, lackluster detent. Now, I do plan on taking the flipper tab off. So I'm not going to use that to deploy the knife, which is good. But still, it just feels pretty weak even on the reverse and thumb flicks. So, yeah, let's take this off first. And then, you know what? Screw it. We'll even try to bend in the lock bar right now. Nice that you can do this from the outside without taking the knife apart, which is neat. Kaiser has some knives where they have removable tabs, but you have to take the knife apart to get to the screw. Already, I like this way better. Look, I can choke up really far, right up where I want to be. It looks better. Yeah. Way better without that flipper tab. The detent's weird, like closing. Like, it hits a wall and then snaps in. It's not like a ramp and then gently clicks in. It's like it hits a very definitive spot. Boop. And then, bam, you got to push past that. Which, you know, when it swings shut, you kind of just swing right past it. But, like, when you slow close it, it just feels weird. You know, this is made in Italy, and they just do some things differently than we do. I want to measure behind the edge. It feels very thick. Wow, yeah, 27 thousandths there. 33 thousandths there. 35 thousandths at the tip. Oh, that might be... Oh, I don't know. We'll see how it cuts. That might be unforgivable. When you get up in the 30s, it's like this is completely unnecessary for a folding knife like this. This might be a good, okay, I'll say this. Okay, I'm going to carry this for a while. If I get this lock bar bent in a little bit and the detent feeling snappy, I carry it for a while and I really like it, I could see myself getting a regrind on this. Making the sharpening choil better and grinding this thinner. It needs it. It really needs it, 35 thousandths is just insanely thick and very unnecessary. The blade stock's a little thick too, if I'm being honest. But I think the knife looks good. It's almost like a regular knife had a baby with a Spyderco. Like, if you just took away this hump, it would look pretty much like kind of just a regular run-of-the-mill knife. You know what I mean? Not a bad-looking knife, but just like regular. Huge gap in between lock bar. Huge gap in the lock bar cut there. Doesn't really matter, but it's a thing. All right, let's see if let's mess with this lock bar. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's see. Can we take out this side? It's a spinning pivot. Of course. Of course it is. Okay, there we go. Number 413 of 2000. Looks like we have a washer and then a multi-row bearing. Which... it feels weird. Pop the blade off. And let us mess with the lock bar here. So let's take a look at where it is. Kind of get an idea of where we're starting. Little push. Okay. Okay, that's bent in pretty significantly. That might be too much, but let's try it. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. It might be slightly snappier. That sucks, man. That sucks. I don't think I can learn to love this thing, unfortunately. I don't need every knife to be super duper snappy, but this one just feels sluggish. Very, very sluggish. I did talk to someone who said theirs had a nice detent. And again, with that, you never know. People have different, definitions of snappy detents or good detents. So you never really know until you try it yourself, But it is possible that I just got a really mushy one, I suppose. Suppose that's possible. But I also haven't heard anyone raving about the detents either, so I'm guessing they're all on the mushier side, but who knows. Now, unfortunately, to bend this back where it was, I have to take off the over travel stop because that's preventing me from bending it back to where it was. I want to get it back to where it was just because I'm going to sell it. So I don't want to give it to him with a, weird looking lockup. So we'll pop this out. And since I looked where it was before, I should be able to get it pretty much exactly how it was. That bent really easy. Huh, yeah, that bent really easy. It's pretty much where it was before already. Okay, well. There we go, folks. Disappointed with the SpyMyto. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta put the this back in. Disappointment. Disappointment. It happens. I should get my money back. These were around $260, I believe. I should get my money back, I think. If anyone watching this video wants it, hit me up. I might still have it by the time you watch this. Who knows? But I like the design. I'm not crazy about the design, but I like it. I like it. I think if it had a snappy detent, it could be something that I really enjoyed carrying. Neutral handle. Although there is the thickness behind the edge thing as well, which is disappointing. So, like I said earlier, if I had been able to get it really nice and snappy, carried it for a while, really liked it, but it was just too thick behind the edge, I probably would have paid for it to get reground. It's always oops, this is the wrong screw. That's always an option, But if there's, two things wrong with the knife now, mushy detent and thick behind the edge, then, one of them's really not fixable, then we're at the point where it's a lost cause. So, but, I won't, okay, I'll say this. I won't sell, I'm not going to go list it for sale right now. I'll flick it for the rest of the night, maybe mess with it the next day. It could possibly grow on me. Okay, yeah. See, now the lock bar is back where it was. And the lock bar access and the sharp lock bar here. That's another thing. So there's three things. The super thick measurement behind the edge, the mushy detent, and the sharp lock bar / bad lock bar access. and not very good sharpening choil. Actually, on this side, it's more of a smile already. Look. See how that edge bevel is widening already? As it gets back to the heel? Yeah, that's not really what you want to see. Let's put the clip back on. I do like the clip. I really like the clip. So, that's something positive. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll let you know what I end up doing. If I end up liking it or selling it, we shall see. Most likely selling it. And yeah, that's it. Please like the video before you head out. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you soon.